Welcome back to the Noodle Shop. This is our 10th episode, so we're gonna try to make it a good one. My name's Gio,
And I'm Tristan.
and let's go. So, Tristan, have you seen the Matrix Resurrection? I believe that's what it's called. Trailer?
Yes, I have,
Yeah, what'd you
actually.
think about it? So,
Considering I haven't seen the movies in like over 10 years,
yeah,
I don't know. I think it actually looks pretty good.
it looks cool.
It's weird seeing Keanu Reeves with like hair and a beard in it,
you
though.
haven't you? Oh yeah, that's true, I guess. But you haven't seen John Wick?
No.
Yeah, no. Oh
I've seen
man.
him with a hair and a beard, but I'm saying like in a Matrix movie, it's kind of
Oh
weird.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be continuity story for that and stuff like that.
True.
I have a bunch of theories on why everyone looks so young. Like Morpheus, why he looks so young,
I
and
was about to say
then
Morbius is Jared Leto.
no, 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 Morpheus. Why he looks so young, and then why Trinity looks old or her age. And I think it's because they
They're all
died.
dead.
Well, yeah, they died out. Well, I guess they died out of the Matrix, and like Morpheus, for example, died in the Matrix. If I could remember, I'm pretty sure he did, but he was like bleeding like.
That's the sound he made, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're watching, that's the look.
That's how he dies.
It looks good. I didn't realize that it comes out Christmas though.
Well, they did announce a few years ago that they were making it. I
Yeah,
didn't expect it to be like
like so
so,
fast.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't
I
seem like
mean,
one of those movies.
well, with movies like movies nowadays, they make them in like 6 weeks.
Well, unless it's, Avatar.
Yeah, and then it takes 5
Um,
years.
they make it in like a month and then they have to edit it and add all the CGI and
Yeah.
it takes like years.
I mean,
But
what other movie trailers just came out? Spider-Man. We just talked about that
yeah,
one in
we had a
one
whole
of our last
episode on
episodes.
Spider-Man. Um
There's actually did you hear the about Andrew Garfield? The
he was
there's
on
there was a
the
scene.
Tonight Show.
Well, okay, so there's a scene that leaked, and I'm gonna do quotes, right? There was a scene that leaked from the movie that they're filming, and it ended up being fake. Like someone came out and they
Yeah.
actually said that they made it. But prior to it, he came on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon was like, "Yeah, so this leaked thing, do you know anything about it?" He's like, "I honestly don't know anything about it. It's
He's like,
fake."
I saw it, but it was fake.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of funny though that there's that much hype behind the Spider-Man movies where uh
Even like talk show hosts are
well, it's not even that. Like
going
people
into
are
it.
making fake scenes.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy. Like I feel like that's the kind of next level.
yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I feel like it's so much more difficult for them, like for
Yeah.
Toby and Andrew Garfield, because like if they say even one thing wrong, like
Yeah, they could probably get in trouble.
yeah, they're gonna get
Like
in
they'll get
severe
fined or
trouble
something.
because it's like super confidential.
The the movie comes out and they said like one little thing that they weren't supposed to, and Disney's like, yeah, you remember when you said that? Yeah, by the way,
The end of the movie,
we're
it's gonna
taking
say
25% of your cut.
the end of the movie, it's gonna say in memory of whoever
Oh,
said it.
oh, that'd be crazy. That'd be insane. Um,
I know we also just watched the Hawkeye trailer, which I didn't even know they were making,
oh
honestly.
yeah, the
Um,
Hawkeye.
what do
It
you
looks
think?
okay. I think it's gonna be pretty good. So far the Disney shows have Disney Marvel shows have been actually really good.
Pretty stellar, yeah.
Like have you been watching the What If shows?
No, I
No,
haven't
oh man,
actually.
so it's okay. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like,
I
ah,
think
it's
my
not just
problem is
okay.
that I was expecting it to be live action and it's like animated, and I didn't expect that. I thought it was
Okay,
gonna be a
okay.
live action.
I honestly like that it's animation because I feel like they could do more.
Yeah,
They actually like they literally make you ask like, oh man, what if that was to happen? Like what would have been the difference? The last episode that passed, I think that was Oh man, the zombie episode, and
The
it was like Marvel Zombies. It was a zombie
yeah, and
episode.
they're all
It was
zombies.
really cool, but they left a lot of open questions, which you haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna spoil anything or anything like that. But it's really good. Like they did a Black Panther episode, but if what if T'Challa was
Black Panther, right?
no, what if T'Challa was Star Lord?
What?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. They did what if Peggy Carter
Was
became
Captain
Captain
America? Yeah,
America,
I saw
and
that.
what was the other one? They did what if Doctor Strange tried to save his girlfriend from dying, and he ends up becoming like a bad Doctor Strange.
That would be cool. See, that's what I mean. Like live action, those would be like really
It
cool
would be cool,
storylines.
but you have to think too. I think that's gonna be. I think these will probably be a little bit in the realm of the multiverse of madness for Doctor Strange's movie.
Well, yeah, they already did say it's canon, so
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
that's gonna be
So
cool.
we'll have to wait and see for those. But no, the TV shows for like Hawkeye, I want to see it because it it don't like for example the
It's almost like a continuation after Endgame,
yeah, yeah,
and
exactly.
there
And
hasn't really been much.
he didn't get his story.
That is true.
You know, like
He's like one of the most favored characters, and he never actually had like a full-on story. It's
that
kind of like Black Widow at that point when
and
they
I
made
feel
the
like
movie.
they didn't explain when you finally see him right the 5 years later or whatever the years later right and he's
Yeah.
Ronin and he's killing all in the people in Japan. You don't get that backstory, and I feel like has the opportunity to show you a little bit of that backstory.
Well, they should. I would hope they will. I hope one of the episodes is like
It goes back
what
like
leads
goes
him
back.
to go into
Yeah,
that,
me too.
which I
Um,
would assume it will because, you know, I don't necessarily like that they're doing pretty much what they did with Black Widow. Even though I haven't seen it, I already know pretty much the
what do
whole
you mean?
story is her like training her sister to be
Mm-mm,
well.
no, you gotta watch Black Widow.
I apparently I do,
It
but
was
that's the gist that I got from it is that she's just training her to be the next Black Widow, and I this TV show appears to be he's training the next Hawkeye.
so in Black Widow. Um, her sister is a Black Widow. Black Widows are they're like a secret
Like a
agent.
ninja
Yeah, they're
clan.
like secret agents, and her sister is a Black Widow, but her sister's like being like brainwashed. Um, it's good though. Black Widow was it was pretty good. I'm glad I saw it at home. We talked about this in one of our earlier podcasts, going to the movies or
Yeah.
seeing it at home. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I saw it at home. And then finding out like a couple weeks later that she was suing Disney for that. So
For it not
for not it,
going into theaters
yeah.
or whatever.
I mean, I get it, it's money, but I'm kind of
Now
glad I saw it at
Disney's like,
home,
I hate you. Disney's
right?
like, you're never being in any of our movies ever again. And guess what? We own the whole industry, so you'll never be acting
Oh,
again.
you're gonna fall asleep with the fishes. Um,
You're gonna go find Nemo.
but no, it was a good movie. I don't think it's gonna have the same story arc or
As Black Widow.
as Black Widow. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I think it'll be something
I think
different.
it's also gonna help that it's a TV show rather than a movie.
Yeah, because they could flesh out the story, and
Yeah.
I think that's been the cool thing. Like, so if you've watched Loki, that was the coolest thing about Loki is that they got to actually flesh out the story.
You
There
know,
was like two episodes that were kind of filler episodes,
you know what
but
is actually kind of crazy now that I think about it?
but
In the whole time that we've done this,
yeah.
we haven't talked about Loki.
Oh, we haven't. Wow. So,
And
what'd you think about
Loki,
Loki?
Loki was
I liked Loki.
arguably the best, one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. Even though it's not a full-on
Okay.
like TV show.
All right. I won't say it's like the best TV show for me, but I liked it out of the Marvel series shows.
Yeah.
I thought it was the better one of the Marvel shows. Um, it got more into the realm of Marvel, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Captain America or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that was a good show, but it was like
I prefer Loki.
it was kind of bland, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I prefer Loki over that one. I feel like that one was like you go into it I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like you, because of the story that they were providing, that
Hmm.
it's gonna do with like the next Captain America,
Yeah.
that everyone's gonna go in. Everyone went into it with such high expectations, and it met some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, I mean, the ending was really cool. So the ending, like, they basically make him the new Captain America,
Yeah.
and there's like rumors saying that Disney wants Chris Evans to come back as Steve Rogers.
Well, he could.
But
You never know.
would he be an old Steve Rogers, or would he be a multiverse Steve Rogers and come back as Captain
That
America?
would be cool, actually.
Or
He could come
or
back as Captain Canada. I'm just kidding.
or even better, because this happens in the comic books. But I've never fully read the series, but he could come back as the Captain America that works for Hydra.
I was gonna say, as a bad
As a
Captain
bad
America,
Captain
that
America,
would
that
be
would be
awesome.
awesome.
Maybe he will.
Maybe.
Dun dun dun.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Next episode.
On next episode of Dragon Ball Noodle Shop.
What?
Um, Copyright. um,
But I think Loki. I went into Loki with low expectations because I was like, oh, it's Loki. There's
See,
not really much they can do with it, and they exceeded all of my
I kind of
expectations.
went in with very neutral expectations. The one show I did go into with high expectations, and to me it wasn't as good as I feel like it could have been, was the WandaVision.
I still have yet to watch it, and I don't
So
really plan on
I
watching it.
every time I talk to someone about it, I'm like, skip like the first like 4 episodes.
Yeah, because I heard they're like all filler.
It literally. I mean, the story's there and it's telling you like what's going on,
Well, they explain.
but it just feels like filler episodes. And then when you get to the end, you're like, why couldn't this be the show? At least to me.
Whereas Loki, I feel like
Well,
it
Loki
provided
started,
enough.
it started
It
as like the
provided
show.
enough story as well as action.
Exactly,
That
exactly.
and it had Owen Wilson, so I mean,
Wow, how do you do it?
wow,
And then
wow, ka-chow.
and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really like that one. I did like it from the beginning because it's a lot of a lot of action, but then it gets kind of bland, and you're
It
just like,
does, yeah.
yeah. And then you get to the end, and you're like, okay, that was a decent show.
I
So
feel like
the middle is just so boring
the
to me.
middle like one or two episodes were like super just boring
Yeah,
because they were like stretching out enough for like maybe a movie, but they
yeah.
stretched it so much that it just didn't work.
I will say the Falcon and Winter Soldier show I'm sure it gave everyone that what the f moment when the dude that's like the agent, the U.S. agent guy,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Watch who you talking to" or whatever. He says something to. I was like, "This mother." I was like,
I think everyone
he
is.
got balls. I was like, oh man, I wanted to jump in the screen,
And punch
but
him in the throat.
I'm sure everyone that watched it was like, who the heck does this guy think he is? And he played that character so well, though.
He did actually. That's another thing. I'm excited to see what happens with him being possibly part of Hydra
So I think so. They're
or
saying,
whatever you want to
well,
call it.
there's rumor that that lady is gathering like the new Thunderbolts, and the leader of the Thunderbolts is General the Ross.
U.S. agent.
No,
Oh no.
Ross. You know the guy that's always going after the Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah.
So he's supposed to be like the leader of them, and
He's
it's his
supposed to
task
be
force, like his Avengers.
he's supposed to be Red Hulk,
Yeah.
right?
So I don't know if they're gonna turn him into Red Hulk though. I
I
haven't.
think he will.
Another thing is I haven't seen Shang Chi, and apparently there's some things in Shang Chi that kind of push into the future of
Clears that up, yeah.
not necessarily that, but clears like there's a Bruce Banner I think thing after the credits or something like that that I haven't seen. I've heard of it.
I didn't even hear. I haven't heard anything about Shang-Chi. I heard it's a really good movie. That's all I heard.
So I heard I haven't heard what it is. I just heard oh Bruce Banner's at the end credit scene. I'm like oh okay, and I've honestly have not tried to listen or watch any spoilers because I want to actually go watch this movie.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Like it looks different from like all the other Marvel movies. So I think that that's supposed to be something that's gonna lead into whatever the future of Marvel is. I guess the new Avengers or whatever.
Yeah. I
if
don't
they
know. I
have new
think
Avengers.
you know what I just thought of is with this whole multiverse thing is the Bruce Banner that was in the Incredible Hulk.
Hmm.
They never did anything with him
What do you mean?
because that's not Mark Ruffalo. It's
Oh, Ed Norton, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
wonder if maybe he's gonna be brought in
no,
somehow,
no, because so Ed Norton in the beginning was supposed to still be the Hulk. He was supposed to still be Bruce Banner,
but he
but
wasn't.
I think he wanted like more money or some. It was something at the time
Whereas Mark
where
Ruffalo
Mark
is,
Ruffalo was like coming up as an actor, and
and
they
I
just
really
took him.
think Mark Ruffalo is a better Hulk, anyways.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
fit the bill
I
pretty well.
like I. So if you watch the movie, if you watch the original Incredible Hulk movie, I like the Incredible Hulk. I like his look, how he looks, and everything looks
You're
insane.
talking about the
The
very
movie, yeah,
original?
no, the movie, The Incredible Hulk
Oh,
with Ed Norton. I love how the Incredible Hulk
yeah.
looks.
He looks
He looks
exactly how he
crazy. Like he
should.
looks
Yeah.
10 times better than Mark Ruffalo's Hulk.
Hulk.
But his Bruce Banner, Ed Norton's Bruce Banner, is very bland. He barely talks.
Yeah,
So and
he's also
we
not like a
rewatched the
full-on
movie.
genius like
Well,
the
yeah, yeah.
Bruce
We
Banner and
rewatched the
Mark
movie to
Ruffalo.
see if like it was us or if or if like it was us, and Ed Norton barely talks in the movie.
Yeah. And most of it's just him running.
Yeah, and yeah, or weaving around and stuff, but he barely talks in the movie, and he says more as the Incredible Hulk
Than he
than he
does
does
as
as
himself, yeah.
yeah. So I
Whereas the
think
general like practically
yeah,
dominates the whole
yeah,
movie.
and Liv Tyler, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that it's this. I think they're the same Hulk
It's just I don't know.
because if you look
That's weird
and
to
also
think
if you
about
look at
that.
the Hulk from the Avengers one movie to the one from Endgame,
It's a completely different
it's
Hulk, yeah.
completely different Hulk because he's smaller.
Yeah.
But they say why? It's because he's now in between the Hulk and Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
But still, that kind of sucks because it takes away from what the Hulk is.
He's not just big dumb or big stupid green smash everything Hulk
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, exactly. Whereas in the Avengers one, that's what he was.
Yeah.
When he's like, he does that stupid smile.
And they go Hulk
Oh, smash! And
smash.
he's like,
Boom boom. He's Brock Lesnar.
one movie that they were gonna do too was oh, what is it, the Captain Marvel. They're doing the show, the Ms. Marvel. I want to
Oh
see that.
yeah.
That's gonna be another one too.
Is it gonna be with what's her face? The
I don't know
actual
if Brie
Captain
I don't know
Marvel
if Brie
actress?
Larson's gonna be in it.
Yeah, that's her name. Brie
But
Larson.
they're making a movie called Marvels, and I don't know if Brie Larson's gonna come back as
Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel, but the girl from
Maybe if they let her have some
Monica
control
Rambeau,
of it.
Monica Rambeau from WandaVision, which you never saw.
No, I didn't.
She's gonna be in the movie apparently.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah. So there's Ms. Marvel, which Kamala Khan, and then Captain Marvel or Marvels. I'm sorry, the movie. So they're yeah,
Ken,
that's what Disney's doing.
why a movie? Why not just a TV show? I
They'll
mean,
make
that's a
they'll
good.
make more money
I don't
on
know.
well, they'll make more money on a movie. I feel like TV shows. I mean, they're gonna make a little bit of a profit because of the subscriptions, right? But in a movie, dude, they make millions in a day.
True.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? That actually brings me back. Sylvie didn't die, right?
Who?
In Loki, Sylvie.
I can't remember.
I don't think she died. I don't think so.
Even if she didn't die, she kind of ruined all of the.
That's what I mean. Is I wonder how that's gonna come into a play as well with the
Maybe I
multiverse.
mean, yeah, maybe that's gonna be in the new Doctor Strange movie.
That she'll be in it.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll like open a portal and like see her killing what's his name?
Oh,
Kong or whatever.
no, he's
King
the
Kong. Yeah.
yeah King Kong, King Kong on top of a building. That yeah, that's Kang the Conqueror.
Kang. Yeah.
It's
Maybe
supposed to
he's
be what's his name?
Loki.
No,
Doctor
it's he
Strange.
who shall not be named or something like that. I can't remember.
He who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named.
Voldemort?
Yeah, yeah,
Man, what a
yeah.
twist of multiverse.
That's crazy.
Freaking Harry Potter next.
Well, you just saw Harry Potter. You
Yeah,
said,
very true.
yeah. So what'd you?
He
So
said, Reducto! Wham! Dead. Yeah,
that's,
that
that's
was a spell of some sort.
that's the death
It's
spell.
Rashkaka, not
That's
Rushkoku or
that's
whatever.
the death spell. He's like "Rakashamakalakalaka," and they die. Like so. Okay, I saw it a couple months ago. Not even a couple months ago.
Yeah, like a
Let's
month
say a
and
couple
half.
episodes ago because
God knows, you
we
know.
were talking about it. But what did you think about them from beginning to end?
For not seeing, for not seeing a good majority of them,
Yeah,
I would say before this, I'd only seen half of them, not in any order specifically. I know I
but you
saw
saw them in order now.
Yes. Now that I've seen all of them and I've seen them in order, it's probably one of my favorite series now.
Yeah,
I think so.
no, not Twilight. You don't like Twilight no more.
I mean, you know, Twilight's
I'm
pretty
just
good
kidding.
too.
I've only seen the first Twilight. When
Really?
Yeah, and then
When he's
the sunlight comes
he's
at
like,
him and he turns into diamonds. He's like, ah.
yeah, that's the best part of the whole movie,
Yeah,
obviously.
that was like my mom's favorite books at the time. That
The
was funny when
the
they
best
first
part
came
of the
out.
movie is when they're like in the forest and he's like, say it, and she's like, vampire, and he's like, starts killing her. I'm just kidding. He didn't kill her.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of? You ever seen that dude on Instagram? The orange hair dude that
Yeah.
he does like
He
he's like
reenacts it.
yeah,
He
like try to be a
reenacts.
main character and
Yeah.
he's like, what are you doing? And he's like
He's acting like
oh
Kristen Stewart or
man.
whatever.
Anyways, back to Harry Potter.
But yeah,
Wow,
I think
our
it's
sidetracks are crazy.
yeah, they are. But yeah, I think it's one of my favorite series now. I
They
really
did a really
like
good job on the movies.
the progression. Like it works. There's some points in it where I'm like, wow, they jumped. It looks like, you know, they're
Yeah.
jumping a year for each movie when
They're
they're
jumping,
actually
like,
aging like
yeah.
3 years in each movie,
Well,
which is crazy
that's why they made movies so fast
because
they were aging. Yeah.
they aged
Because
so
honestly,
quick.
after what they probably started filming the movies around like 10 ish. They
Yeah.
were like 10 or 11, right?
Yeah.
That's you're from there. You grow like crazy.
Yeah, so like
You
from
become
like
25 in like tomorrow.
from like movie like 3 to 6, they jump like
They become
8
grown-ass
years.
adults.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ron's like, "Ooh, I got a little peach fuzz on my chest."
Pretty much. But yeah, I think it's honestly it's one of my favorite movie series now. I'm willing to
Yeah.
watch it again. Like it was that good.
I honestly, I really like Harry Potter. I think they did a really good job with the movies.
It really made me want to go to Universal.
Oh, to go
Just
to
the
the
Harry Potter
to go
line
to Harry Potter
area.
line, yeah. So we've talked about this before. I haven't read the books.
I've read
but-
the first 2, I believe, and that was
So-
only because I read them in school.
so then reading the book, like going to watch the first movie, what do you think? How do you think the difference is?
I mean, there is a difference. I feel like, from what I remember, I feel like this movie. I haven't read all the books, so I can't say this for every movie. But I feel like this movie series is probably one of the best at sticking to its source material.
Yeah,
Because like, there's not very much in the movie that goes off from what's in the book.
yeah.
Like, there's not anything I can really think of that was like, wow, that did not exist. Or
in the comments, they're gonna say, "Well, obviously you didn't read the book,
Yeah.
then."
That's what I mean. Is I haven't read all the books, so I can't really say that.
Yeah,
I was also pointed out that the books from here versus the books from England,
yeah,
they're not completely different, but like there's a lot of things in them that are different.
Really? Why is that?
Like mainly
Maybe
like
language.
mainly
Because
dialogue
yeah, because I mean,
aspects. They say
in England they have
words.
different words than we do.
Yeah, they have words in
For
the
for example,
English
when you say
version.
fanny, that means butt for us,
Eh,
and it means something else in England.
I mean, I guess.
You're like, did you just curse?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa!
whoa, whoa, whoa! To our English listeners,
Beep!
we apologize.
No, but like there is words in the
Or like we say "Fuck," and then they say bloody.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're cursing in other languages right now, man.
Hell yeah. You know it. This
Ga,
is
ga, ga, ga,
this is
ga, ga,
our
ga.
this is our rated M episode.
You mean R?
Yeah, no
Yeah, what he
M
said.
for mature.
R for edge.
Rated R superstar. Oh no, is that our transition? Segue. Did you know that Mandy Rose is in NXT again?
I did hear about that. I don't watch NXT, so I didn't.
I don't watch NXT either,
I
but
last time I watched NXT was when we watched Takeover.
yeah, you know what's funny is for NXT, I watch the pay-per-views now. I'll watch the highlights throughout the week, but I only watch the pay-per-views.
That's pretty much what I do. For
And
pretty much
then
most wrestling now, I only watch
for
pay-per-views.
Raw and SmackDown, I watch the highlights. I don't even watch the shows
Yeah,
anymore.
like,
They just haven't interested me. AEW I actually watch.
I will say I started watching AEW when CM Punk came in, and then I've stopped watching since then.
Mark. Honestly,
I started watching the weekly
I
shows. I
think
mean,
that AEW is killing it.
oh, AEW
AEW is killing it. They bringing in who they've brought in so
my
far.
my favorite thing. My favorite thing about AEW right now is that they're killing it, and they know they're killing it,
Hmm.
and they're acknowledging that they're killing it.
Yeah, it's true.
So like you probably saw it actually. There was an interview
Oh, they
with
had the 3 interviews.
Tony Khan
Yeah.
with Adam Cole, and
Hmm.
he was like, every Wednesday we went since we've been on Wednesdays, we went 74-1, and that one was Adam Cole, and
Yeah.
now we're 75-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's awesome
But
that he
it's
actually
true.
like says that.
It's true, and then, like them having Daniel Bryan, and I think Daniel Bryan
Excuse
is
me, it's Brian
Brian
Danielson.
Danielson. Sorry,
Okay,
yeah. You know,
God, Mark. I'm just kidding.
you're the Mark. You called me out on it. Everyone's like, why do they call each other Marks? It's a wrestling thing.
It's yeah, inside joke.
I mean, in the wrestling world, it's an inside joke.
Pretty much.
So having Brian Danielson, I think is gonna be awesome because he's gonna actually get to wrestle. WWE,
How he wants to wrestle.
yeah.
We
Look
should
at
say.
Aleister Black. Look at Andrade. Look
Excuse
at
me. It's Malachi.
Malachi Black. Same, you know what I mean.
God,
But look
Mark.
at all these, look at all these wrestlers that poured over to AEW, and they're like showing their talent.
Killing it.
They're showing their talent, their skill, and they're showing another level of wrestling.
It also helps that AEW is AEW. It's not, it's wrestling. It's not
It's pro wrestling.
entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
they say that all the time.
they're letting them actually come in and be successful rather than just being like, "Oh, here's the contract. You come in and we'll use you how we want you to be
exactly.
used."
So that's fun. That's cool. It's good that you brought that up because there's rumor that Wyndham Rotunda, the Fiend,
Or Bray
Bray
Wyatt.
Wyatt, is gonna be joining AEW.
He's gonna be the new leader of the
And
Dark Order.
I don't think so. The Dark
Why?
Order. You didn't watch the last episode. The Dark Order's break. I feel like the Dark Order is gonna break up.
What if they do break up and then he's the one that brings them back together?
That would be cool, but I don't know what kind of character he's gonna come in as. And he teased out a new mask. And I
New
don't.
mask?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's teased a new mask, and I don't know if he's gonna come.
He's gonna be a luchador.
That'd be funny, but I don't know if he's gonna come back as like a fiend type character, because
I think it
AEW
would be cool if he just came back as like
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, but like old Bray Wyatt. like when he had Luke Harper and
Oh, like
Eric
the
Rowan, like
okay,
the
I can
whole
see
world is
that.
in his hands, Bray Wyatt.
I can see that. The only thing with that is
That's a WWE gimmick. That's the other
yeah,
problem.
but not only that. So with all these wrestlers, you can see like with Malachi Black, for example, all their characters have come from WWE and have evolved into something else from what their previous story is. So I think with Bray Wyatt, he should do the same thing. He should come in and have an evolved story if he comes in, but of where he left off. So like, get rid of the Firefly Funhouse, right? Because they don't need that anymore. They could do something totally different, like a dark Firefly Funhouse, with a similar concept, but it's not the Firefly Funhouse, it's something else. And then, um, have a fiend type character because he did really good with that character. Like, have an OP character that when you fight him,
Like
it's
a beast, kind
yeah.
of.
They have that's the thing is AEW has so many final bosses, right?
Yeah,
That they should have the one final boss,
and he's it.
and he's it. He like
He'll have to go out there and like squash somebody for a belt or something.
yeah,
Like,
exactly, and like kind of like a Brock Lesnar. Where Brock
yeah,
Lesnar, Brock Lesnar's gonna come and he's gonna whoop someone's ass, and he's gonna be the final boss.
yeah.
I know
Well, that's
he's
kind of what the Fiend, when he came out as the Fiend originally,
yeah,
that's what he did, and
but then
then he
they did that
lost.
Seth Rollins
Stupid friggin'
cage match.
curb stomped him
Oh my
800
god,
times.
that match was garbage.
It was. It
But
was terrible.
I think if they do that, then they're gonna be able to build that character to that ultimate character,
And then he can lead
And
the
not
Dark
saying
Order.
not saying like go straight for Kenny Omega and get Kenny Omega's belt.
No.
No,
Don't do Kenny Omega, I
I
don't
think
think.
like Rusev. What's his name? Um, I can't remember his name. It's Rusev, the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. We know
Anyways,
who you're talking about.
Rusev, right?
Isn't it like Zaro or
No.
Arrow or
Miro. There we go,
Miro?
Miro.
There it is.
So
Got him.
so the fiend or Bray Wyatt, whatever he is, comes in and goes straight for Miro. Takes the TNT belt because that belt belonged to Brody Lee.
Well, that would be kind of like an acknowledgement to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I could have swore. I don't know if you saw the picture. There's a picture that was posted that when Big E won the title, he said like
oh
for Brody or something like that.
yeah, and someone made a edit with Brody Lee in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
looks
that was
cool.
awesome.
That looks really cool. But they could do that, like have him win the belt and squash Miro, because right now Miro's a beast. No one could
He
beat
is.
Miro, and it would be really cool to like have Bray come in and squash Miro,
Yeah,
because no one has
then
been
it's
able to do
like
it.
it knocks him back down to
Yeah, and
having
then
to
and
build
then
his
it
way
wouldn't
back
hurt.
up.
It wouldn't hurt Miro because Miro could just come back and squash everyone else, how he's been doing.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like if he squashes him, he can be all
That could be
all,
the story for
all
the next.
mad
That could be the story for the next 6 months too. Like, I'm coming
yeah.
back for my belt.
Yeah, and he's just like he's so mad that he lost, he just starts destroying everybody.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited to see what they do with Adam Cole.
And
Being
the
part of
elite
the
or the
elite.
Bullet Club or
Elite. No,
elite.
because well,
It's not fully the Bullet
When Adam
Club,
Cole left the group, it was still Bullet Club.
and now it's not.
It's not. It's the elite now. Yeah, which is fine, honestly. But I don't like their handshake thing. It's not too
What
sweet.
handshake thing.
They do like this weird like handshake and then they kiss cheeks. And he's like, if you watch,
Oh, that was cool when they. I thought it was.
if you
cool
watch
when
Being
they,
the
like, kissed
Elite,
his cheeks. I thought that was cool.
if you watch Being the Elite, they have like an actual handshake now that they do, and their whole thing about it is, oh, you can't copy it,
Oh.
or you can't like copyright it because Too Sweet got copywritten.
Yeah, because of NWO,
Yeah.
which is
So
annoying.
and then the Bullet Club in New Japan, they changed it, so they don't do
Too sweet
the
anymore.
Too Sweet anymore. They do it down on the bottom, or they do this like they do it
Their
like that.
pinkies up.
Pinkies down, and then they
It's llama kiss.
Llama kiss. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but that llama behind us likes to move
It's
around.
haunted.
If you're listening, there's a llama behind us and it moves around. We don't know how, but it ends up moving.
It really likes that baby though.
Yeah, it hangs out with the baby in the back. It's baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs.
So we talked about Adam Cole. We
I
talked
want my
about
baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. Yeah,
we talked about Bryan
Bryan
Danielson.
Danielson.
What'd you think of the CM Punk match?
Um, it was okay. I liked it. I didn't hate it. I thought, it showed
Is
the
there
beginning of the
way?
match. The beginning of the match showed how old CM Punk is
Yeah,
and how young Darby Allin is. But I will say, toward the end of the match, it got a lot better.
it did. I
Like
agree. I
they,
I didn't like. I mean, I understand why they did it so slow paced,
I think,
and then they picked it up.
I think CM Punk was getting a feel for how Darby Allin wrestles,
Yeah,
and then when he finally figured it out, he was like, "All right, let's go."
yeah. Because Darby Allin,
Because Darby Allin was moving like a ninja.
he was
It
he
was,
was full sprinting
yeah,
across that ring.
he was moving like a ninja, and I don't think CM Punk's eyes moved fast enough
At
to
least
see
not
him.
yet. Yeah,
He was like, "Where is he?" And he was already like,
yeah.
it
I
was like
did
the
hear.
Flash.
I heard from a few people that like they didn't agree that he went straight after Darby Allin because Darby Allin's like because of that specifically. Darby Allin is very fast paced.
Yeah, I think
For him to go straight after Darby Allin was a little bit like
so. I
far
think
fetched,
I think
kind of.
what was good about the match is it showed you the
That
type
young
of
talent.
caliber Darby Allin is of a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like he's not only throw his body everywhere, he's fast as hell.
Well, it's like we said in a few episodes ago. Like this match, it doesn't. No matter what happened, it doesn't hurt Darby Allin.
No, it's true,
It
and it
it it
doesn't.
helps him more than
Well,
anything.
the good thing about CM Punk, and whether you like him or you don't like him or you agree with him being in back in wrestling or don't, right, is no matter what match he has, it doesn't hurt the wrestler. Even if he wins against the wrestler, it doesn't hurt the wrestler
No,
because that's a pinnacle of their career.
that's a caliber that
They fought CM Punk.
he established his caliber,
Exactly.
and now
And
that
you
he
could hate him,
has,
you could love
it's
him.
like The Rock. No matter whoever fights The Rock,
Fought the Rock. Period.
yeah,
Even if the Rock punched you once and you fall and take a pin, you fought the Rock.
yeah, like you
That's
can't take that
yeah, it's
off your
true.
legacy kind
That's
of
what
thing.
they're trying to do with Roman Reigns, but that's not gonna
Yeah, that's
happen.
not gonna work.
But yeah, but you're not wrong. That's kind of what
I feel like that's where it helped the most.
yeah, and it's gonna keep helping. I think
It's gonna be interesting to see
as it
who he
goes on.
fights next. The whole Team Taz
Um,
thing is,
I think they want to put Ricky Starks up. I could see him
yeah,
fighting Ricky Starks because right now Ricky Starks is doing really good. Um, he had a little bit of a thing with Brian Cage, and I think that was good. They could have kept it going, honestly, because it was within their ranks,
yeah.
and I felt like they should have just had that story going forever, but they
Did
kind
you
of cut it short.
did you hear that he, in an interview, he said he wants to tag team with Bryan Danielson
Oh
and go
yeah,
for the belts?
I can definitely see that.
I think they
Um,
would complement each other very well.
Another person that we didn't even bring up yet was Ruby Riot.
Ruby Soho, as
Yeah,
she calls herself now. That I honestly I think I told you I completely forgot about her that she like left WWE and all that.
yeah,
And then she showed up and I was like, "Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So
That's cool that like she came out in the way she did in that battle royale or whatever."
I think having her, so is she the first WWE woman to come to AEW at the
I
moment?
believe so.
That is excellent for AEW because their
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 women's
their
talent
women's
isn't
division is not
like not there.
like WWE. Yeah, their stories suck sometimes, but their women's division in wrestling, and yeah, they'll botch here and there, but their women's division wrestling wise is awesome.
Well,
Like they're
it's
really good wrestlers.
I would say arguably their women's division's better than their men's right now.
Oh, yeah, well, I
Arguably.
mean, if we're talking about Raw and SmackDown, nah, Raw and SmackDown are garbage right now.
That's what I
Both
mean.
men's and
There's
women's. But no,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they're women's wrestlers, the way they train and everything like that. Having her be
Yeah,
now at
everything like
AEW,
that is it works.
and I think we'll start to see AEW's women division get better and better, less botches, and get cleaner because now you have someone that has worked in a higher caliber of wrestling.
Yeah.
They're in WWE. They're training every day.
Yeah. When they botch, they get whipped.
Probably, probably. But seeing her, I think that was really cool, and then immediately putting her to the top.
Yeah.
Now that's a match I think I'm really looking forward to is Britt Baker and Ruby Soho, and I kind of hope Ruby Soho doesn't win,
Just to establish Britt Baker more.
just to be like Britt Baker is on top. But I could see Ruby Soho winning.
Yeah, because they want to establish her as well.
And then I was saying the other day too, I think AW in time could have a really good, successful tag team women's division if they did it. And
Yeah, they
I don't
just
feel like it would be like WWE where WWE forgets that they have a women's tag team division, and then a month later they're like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a tag team match.
yeah, like Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the only time Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania are like the only times we hear about those tag titles.
yeah, and I mean, they had they had a lot of women,
Yeah,
and now they
now
really
they're
don't.
gone.
But
Most of them are in
it's supposed
NXT
to,
now.
yeah, but it's supposed to mix with NXT.
Uh,
So I feel like they could
Vince
it's such
doesn't
a
like
waste of.
NXT.
Well, you see what he did to the new NXT logo.
Oh, I
I don't know if
saw
that
it.
was
It
him.
looks
I don't
terrible.
know if that was him, but the new NXT
It
logo
looks
is
so
garbage.
so stupid.
It's it's taking away from their iconic uh black and gold brand.
Like
That was their
it
thing,
that
We're
and
the
it was
black and
rugged.
yeah, well, we're the black and yellow brand. We're the black and gold brand. That was their thing, and
Yeah,
now they
now
have to.
it's a friggin' rainbow.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the rainbow part, but it's like ink blot, and it looks
Yeah,
just. It's
it's
not
like
clean looking.
yeah.
It just. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they're gonna try to make it like a kids show,
Yeah.
even though there's a wedding on there last night.
What?
Yeah, there was like a wedding.
That's weird.
Dexter Loomis and I can't remember her name. Hardwell or something like
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
Next thing I would say is probably the rumors
The rumors of wrestling.
that maybe Bauer is gonna go over to AEW as well. Finish up the elite a little bit.
So, okay, there's a picture floating around the internet right now. And to add to that rumor really quick before I talk about this picture,
I
I
was gonna
think
say there's
Charlotte
a
is going to
picture.
go to AW too.
Oh yeah. We said that
We said that a
a
while
few
back.
episodes ago, yeah.
But I think there's a picture floating around the internet and I can't remember whose Instagram or Twitter I saw it on, but it's Andrade and Charlotte
yeah.
because they're dating. At dinner with Finn Balor and his girlfriend or his fiance. And
Ah.
I was like, And I get it. They've worked together. They're all friends still.
I can
But I'm
see
like, I can definitely see Andrade and Finn being tag team.
we'll we'll see. I think I'll say this. If Finn some random spit of the gun whatever wins the belt
Yeah.
from Roman, Finn's staying.
Okay, so
If he doesn't, he's leaving.
we should have talked about that because I'm gonna be really mad if Finn loses that to Roman
As the demon?
because they're bringing back the demon to fight Roman
Roman.
Reigns.
And the last time we saw the demon was WrestleMania when he squashed who did he squish?
Man, you know what the dream match was? The dream match was supposed to be the Fiend
And
versus
the demon.
the demon, and it
Maybe
never
they'll do it
happened.
in AEW.
It never happened. Something about like Sister Abigail came on. Remember that?
Oh
When Bray Wyatt
yeah.
was covered as Sister Abigail, and they were
No,
gonna do a Halloween match.
they should have done. Oh man, I keep coming up with ideas,
What?
man. Next dream match:
Next
the
dream match.
Demon versus Darby Allin.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
because they're both super
They're
fast
yeah, they're
paced.
super fast.
That and their face paint would be insane.
I don't think the only thing is I don't think uh because Finn Balor wanted a smaller schedule.
You don't think he'll
I don't
get
think he's gonna go to AEW.
why? They don't
Yeah,
have
well,
it.
they
They
have
don't
small
have. They have
schedule.
a
Yeah,
way
they have
smaller
small
schedule.
schedule. But
WWE's like you're
you're
working
working.
every single day.
You want a house show? Too bad you're getting a house show.
You're getting 6
You're
house
getting
shows and 1 live show.
yeah, and that's how they work. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
it's
dude.
crazy.
But I don't know. I could see Finn Balor. I could see him going to AEW,
I think
and
he
I could
will.
see him being part of the elite. But I could
That
also.
or he starts his own faction to go against the elite.
So the only way, to me, the only way that would work, and it would be like the perfect, I guess, fan booking, right? Is if Finn Balor goes over to AEW, becomes Prince Devitt again, and then
He
gets
tries.
Gallows and Anderson.
I was gonna say he like tries to join the elite and they're like
They're
no,
like no, and then
and then
gets Gallows
Gallus
and
and
Anderson
Anderson.
to go with him, and then because they've been bringing over a lot of New Japan guys.
He could get some New Japan guys too.
No, cause not even that. He can get the original Bullet Club to come because the original Bullet Club's technically still in New Japan.
Yeah,
And like you got like Tamatonga, Bad Fale, uh, Jay White. There's a bunch of people, right? But the original leader of the Bullet Club is
was
Prince Devitt, is
yeah.
Finn Balor. So that would be badass if it was the Bullet Club versus the Elite on an AEW show,
That would.
and with Finn Balor being the leader. Because imagine
The real
we've
question
never seen
is
good.
who would be. I'm still wondering this because I feel like I already know the answer, but Adam Cole and Kenny Omega were leaders at one point.
But Kenny Omega, no, that's the thing about the Elite is there is no leader. They're all the leaders. They're
Kenny Omega
they're
is the leader.
considered the elite
Equals,
wrestlers.
yeah.
No, but yeah, like equal wrestlers. They're elite wrestlers. So, but if the Bullet Club was to come and I, the dream match that we've never gotten would have been Adam Cole versus Finn Balor. To me, at
And
least.
Kenny Omega.
Oh yeah, damn,
Triple
so many
threat
dream
match.
matches. So many dream matches. So
Man,
many
this
dream
AEW
matches.
video game is gonna be great.
I mean, you could do it right now on 2K20, but it's not
Nah,
that
it's not the
good.
same.
You don't get the actual movements. Um,
But that would be. I think Finn's going to AEW. I
yeah,
think almost everybody who leaves WWE is just gonna go straight to
I think
AEW.
so. I think WWE did it to themselves though, and that's the thing that kind of stinks because WWE is good, and you know
It's good
they're good for
to an
like
extent.
well they're
It's good
not all the
entertainment.
wrestlers honestly all the talent that's in that show are in those shows are good. You watch NXT, all those people could talk on a mic. Well, for the most part, right? Most of them could wrestle really good. You know, you watch SmackDown, all those people are good on mic. That's why they're there. That's why they're on SmackDown or Raw because they're awesome on the mic. They know how to cut a promo. You know, look at Roman. Roman's a really good example.
He was
He was
garbage
horrible
on the
at
mic.
promos, and then look at him now. He's
Yeah, he's
really
like
good. And
night
yeah,
and
it
day.
took years, but I mean, he's like phenomenal on
I mean,
on
it took John
promo.
Cena pointing out how garbage he was
Yeah, remember
for him to realize.
that? Look at Bork Laser. You know, like he couldn't even talk on a mic, and now he's talking on a mic.
Yeah.
You know,
Now
so
he's like, I'm
it's
gonna
like
kill you.
that's messed up because he would kill us. He's like a freaking beast, but a beast incarnate. But no, like you know, those people can talk on mics. The thing that stinks about it is WWE doesn't allow them to do it. Whereas that's
They
the
don't allow
difference
them
right
to
there.
do their own
So
stuff. Yeah.
AEW is like, go do it. Just try to be clean, a little clean about it.
Yeah, they don't want you to go out there and
Yeah.
go.
I mean, the show is a high rating though on TV, so
They allow them to say a lot of things that
yeah,
WWE does not.
yeah. Any all right. So I guess a little bit of a change of subject too, because I want to kind of move on from wrestling because we've been talking about wrestling for like a long time.
Yeah.
But any games you're looking forward to?
Dude, there's so many games that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, so they just had the PlayStation.
The
the
showcase, yeah.
showcase, and oh my god,
I will say, compared to, I hate saying it because
I won't compare it to
I
Xbox.
love Xbox so much,
I
but
won't because Xbox's showcase to me was good.
my see that's my problem with Xbox is the amount of tier. I'm gonna put them in tiers. The amount of tier 1 games that they revealed this year compared to PlayStation.
Which would be like AAA games.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word. AAA, yeah. The amount of AAA games compared to what PlayStation has right now is not even close.
Well, I
Because all they really have,
it's
realistically,
Halo.
right now is Halo. And Forza. Forza they
Oh,
have like
Forza,
every
yeah.
year though, so
Yeah,
it doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
but the PlayStation was like, "Oh, you guys got Forza.
We have Gran
We got Gran
Turismo.
Turismo."
Yeah,
And
but
then they showed the trailer, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Gran Turismo you actually crash
Yeah, yeah.
and get like
I think.
injured.
See, you know, I'm not like a hardcore Xbox person. I liked the Xbox showcase
I
that they
do
had,
too. I feel
but
like
PlayStation, that I
they
think that
focus on indie games too much in my opinion.
yeah, and where PlayStation was like,
PlayStation's like,
"Here we go,
they're
game,
like,
game, game, game,
oh, you
game."
got Halo? Watch this. God of War, Spider-Man.
So and okay, so I
Oh,
thought they
by
were
the
gonna.
way, Uncharted 7. I'm
Well,
just
they did
kidding.
no, they did Uncharted, but it's gonna be on PC remaster for PS5 and
Yeah,
PC.
no, that's what I mean.
So
They're like, oh,
but
you thought.
the funniest thing about the whole event, right, was they're like Grand Theft Auto 5, and it showed is literally the same exact commercial that we saw when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out
Yeah,
for
but it's
PS3
for
and Xbox
PS5.
360.
It's
And
PS5.
people are like really pissed because they're like, dude, like you're giving us the same game 3 generation consoles
They're
already.
doing that on purpose.
Yeah, money.
No, I meant they're doing that to like troll everybody.
You think
Yeah,
they're not making
100%.
they're not making 6 though.
No, they announced they are working on a 6th. God knows if they're actually going to finish it. They are remastering all the old Grand Theft Autos though. They did announce that. They're
Oh, they did.
actually
Yeah, I saw that.
remastering all of them.
Yeah, but
It's
why are
like
you gonna have to remaster
what's
5
the point
again?
in remastering all of them when you
Well,
could just make a brand new one? That's
well,
better.
I would love to play
Vice City again.
Vice City again. I would love to play Grand Theft Auto 4 where you're playing as the oh
Nathan
man,
Drake.
it's like the Russian guy, right? He's in
Rusev, yeah.
yeah, Rusev, yeah,
I don't remember his name.
yeah. I think it's because
Something
3
like
is
Roman
Tony,
or something.
right? No, 3's not Tony. 3's the one that the guy doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And then you have Vice
4
City.
is I forget what the dude's name is. 4 has the Ballad of Gay Tony and
Yeah, yeah, that's the one
another
that I'm
one.
talking about. That
Yeah.
one was awesome. That was
4 was arguably probably the
that
best
was
Grand Theft Auto.
that's one of my favorites. After that, San Andreas. I wish they would just remake San Andreas.
They're going to. They're remaking Vice
I
City,
thought that
San
wasn't on the
Andreas,
list.
and
Are they
something
really
else.
really remaking
I
San
think it's
Andreas?
San Andreas. I think it's Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA
Oh
3.
man, if they're San Andreas was the best Grand Theft Auto game. It was like
I never
Sims.
played
It was
it, so
like
I don't
Sims
know.
on crack. You never played it,
No.
dude? You could eat food and get your character fat. You can go work out and make him have muscles.
Wait, really?
You could, yeah. It's literally
It's like the most detailed Grand Theft Auto ever.
yeah, pretty much.
Where did all that go?
I don't know.
They need to
you could
they need
swim
to
in the
put that.
water. Well, you could swim in water in Grand Theft Auto 5. Remember when you couldn't swim in water? Your car would go in the water and it
Yeah,
would
you
just you would
die.
die, wasted. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man.
I
I know you still
honestly
have to
I
play
think I'm gonna probably
I know you still have to play the Miles Morales.
yeah, which I'm gonna
Dude,
end
that
up doing.
one they did such a good job on
I was
it.
gonna say I told you this when we watched the trailer for it. I'm like, all right, this gives me about 2 years to get some money saved to buy a PS5 just to play the Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man 2, yeah. I mean that and
I
God
did
of
the same
War.
for PlayStation or for the 4 as well. And the 3.
Yeah.
There's like one game that comes out and I'm like, I gotta buy a
Play,
PlayStation.
gotta play PlayStation just for that game.
Yeah.
One game I'm really looking forward to and like really looking forward to is Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh,
And if
dude.
you know me,
That's
I'm a
the other
huge Star
game.
Wars
I was
fan.
like, I'm buying a PlayStation
Yeah, I
just for
mean,
that game.
we just had a Star Wars episode too, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
It's funny how that happens, right? We
Yeah,
just had a Star Wars episode, and they're
and
like,
stuff comes
"Oh,
out.
by
Yeah,
the way, we're releasing it again."
it's funny because, I mean, it wasn't like a full Star Wars episode. It's about the rides, but
It was about some
we'll have
other
yeah
stuff.
some other stuff. Yeah, but no I'm a huge like Revan fan, and I think them diving more into his story is gonna be awesome. And it's not a remaster; it's a remake. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna
I
do
wonder
with
if
it.
it's gonna be like the old one, like an MMORPG, or is it
I
gonna
hope so,
be
because I feel like that made the game.
yeah, that it was an
Yeah,
MMORPG?
yeah. No, that game's awesome, man. Um, and then
I love how they revealed it.
yeah, that was so cool. And when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is the game that me and Tristan were talking about, the Star
Yeah,
Wars game,
the
the
Ubisoft one,
Ubisoft one."
and
And then
then
when
he
it came
pulled it
out,
up.
yeah, I
I
was
was
like,
like,
"Oh, yeah."
wow.
And I was sitting by myself, and I was just like, "Ooh," like screaming in my internally, yeah.
Internally screaming.
um, but oh man, I just had a brain fart because there was a game. Oh, so Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man 2 is coming out, and the same company, Insomniac, that made Spider-Man
Is
is
doing a
is doing
Wolverine.
the Wolverine game too, and I'm really stoked to see what they do with that. Did you ever play the movie Wolverine game that came
The
out?
X-Men Origins.
Yes,
Yes,
that game was dope.
that game was awesome.
Where like you would get hit and your body parts would fall
It
off and
was
then it
it
grows
was
back.
M-rated, and
Yeah,
like they let you could literally, it was the gore, one of the goriest games I've ever played.
I don't think they need to do that to this game. Like I don't think they need to make it a rated R game
I
or really.
mean,
It would be awesome if they did, but I don't think they need to.
I don't think they need to. I think it
It,
would make the game even better though.
yeah, I
Because
mean,
you have to
yeah,
look at the movies. Like Logan was really
yeah,
graphic.
yeah. But I think they could make it like Spider Man though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they could make it comic book esque and
I don't know.
have a little bit of blood, but like, dude, another one he was ripping people in half.
He
It was
was
God of War Wolverine.
pretty much.
So like I think they could stay away from that and make it more comic book esque. And I think
I don't know. I
either way, if they
feel
make
like
it a bloody game,
he has blades. Might as
yeah,
well
might as well
go
cut
all out,
people's
right?
legs.
Did you
I mean,
hear? Speaking of which, maybe that's why they got it. There was a patent that Sony just got to make their games have more realistic injuries and stuff
really,
like that. They just got the patent for it. Maybe that's why.
I mean, but if they're probably using like on Unreal 5. That's why, because Unreal 5, dude, apparently you could do some crazy stuff on it.
Yeah, they just got a patent like for the approval to make games where they're like ridiculously graphic now.
That's gonna be really cool when it comes to fighting games.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Their spine's actually gonna pop out, even though it already does.
I mean, right, but it's an actual spine, someone's actual, like a photograph of someone's spine. But now I'm thinking of like boxing and UFC games.
Oh yeah.
Like they would be able to do some really cool stuff with that.
Problem is it's only on Sony, so
Yeah,
Xbox is screwed. It's
I mean, it's not Xbox's fault though.
Microsoft.
I mean, it'll be on PC too, probably.
One day.
Yeah.
One day. Chennai may not be a smart man.
You can run.
And I was running. I can.
You can run. Run, Tristan, run.
And I was running.
We're totally keeping this. All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for coming to hang out with us at the Noodle Shop. So this is a pretty special episode because this was our 10th episode,
It's
and
a milestone. First
yeah,
of many.
first to 10, I guess. Yeah,
All right.
and
We're retiring now.
we were
See you
done.
later.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty cool journey doing it so far, with you, man.
With me.
Yeah, like getting to do a podcast and getting to talk, stuff about stuff we like. So going through 10 episodes.
This was my first podcast. What are you talking about?
No, being honest, like it's been
Was it-
pretty cool getting to do this. And like I said, hitting 10 episodes is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's been a learning curve. We've learned how to edit somewhat and
Yeah.
learned how to record ourselves on video and gotten a little bit more comfortable with it and talking on
We've
mic
also
and stuff.
talked about a lot of stuff that we've never talked about before.
Yeah, yeah. So like I said, we're gonna have like Tristan said, we're gonna have many more episodes and many more conversations. Hopefully, sometime in the future, we can get some people to come on episodes with us and
Yeah.
get some more opinions. I think that'll be something pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Maybe also sorry for this episode's probably the most random
Oh,
episode
yeah.
we've had.
Yeah, very very random.
There's
episode.
there wasn't really a strategy for this one.
No,
so-
we kind of went into it like literally. We watched some stuff beforehand,
we
and we're
wanted
just like,
to-
let's just talk about that.
let's just try it out.
Yeah. So
I think it went pretty decently.
yeah, it was a fun
so-
episode. I think that was. We sound very very calm though, and
Yeah.
compared to previous episodes, we're like very out there and talking louder. This one, I feel like we're a little bit more calm and
Yeah.
collect. Long days, long days.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate everyone that listens on Spotify and everyone who watches on YouTube.
Yeah. Still
Um,
have yet to see those 5 stars on Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, no, I feel like you guys are slacking.
Yeah.
We need those 5 stars in order to get more money.
Yeah, that's right. What a twist.
No, but definitely follow on
Follow, like, share, subscribe
on everything that you can.
YouTube, Spotify, Instagram,
Yep.
Twitter.
I'll go ahead and add our names right there. I'm still
Wow.
learning how to do links and stuff
I'm
on
still learning where the camera is. apparently.
that way.
Yeah,
People listening are like, what the hell are they talking about?
pretty much. I think our next few episodes will be a little bit more structured rather than just
Random
completely
stuff. Yeah. No, but this one was fun because
jumping through the wind.
it literally was us just talking random stuff, honestly. And if you listen through the whole thing and you make it to now,
Thanks,
for real, thank you.
because you could have shut it off after we said thank you for listening.
Which most of you do. We know. We look at the little rating things, the analytical
Don't
stuff.
turn around.
Don't. There's a llama behind us. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'm Gio.
And I'm Tristan.
And we'll see you on the next episode of the Noodle Shop.
Deuces.